Well, our finances before Tardus, actually, when we were in the military and before I retired, we really didn't have many cares in the world. And if I had known about Tardus at that time, God, I could have had my house paid off while I was still in the military. And when I retired from the military, all that extra money I used to make disappeared. And then I had to start depending on a paycheck and ensuring that I had enough money to pay for house payment and watch what we spent. And Tardus kind of opened our eyes to what else we could do. And since we've been involved in Tardus, I've had money in my pocket. I don't have to worry about scrimping from paycheck to paycheck because I've got I've got something in my hip pocket if I need it.
But we are paying our house payment down faster than we were. We are just now getting into a new business so that we'll be able to pay it off even faster.
And then based off of how that was working, it seemed to be going fine. Then all of a sudden, some expenses came up, like taxes. All of a sudden, it set me back, or set us back on taxes. And then my son lost a scholarship at school, so he had to pay for his tuition. I didn't plan on this, and it turns out, as it stands right now, it seems like it's still working, even though we had some setbacks. That was a real plus, working and hearing about what Tardus had to offer and how to manage our money. Well, one of the reasons that we got involved in Tardus after we listened to the program, and really what came down to it is like, well, how can I teach my son? And, as a 20-year-old going to college, and he's got a future, and eventually he's going to buy a home, he's going to learn how to finance, do his own finances and maybe get into his own business. And if we can learn how to do Tardus, we can teach him and get him involved. And really, that's really played a lot in my decision on getting involved in this, because I didn't want him to go through the same learning curve that we had to go through growing up. And if we had known about Tardus, 30 years ago, we could have had our house paid off, years ago and be doing something totally different today. And if he can get started right away, then he's going to have a different future than we had.